name is Kyrie Deger. I'm the Collections Operations Supervisor for Five Star Credit Union, headquartered in Jacksonville, Florida. It's been my experience as a young professional to always take advantage of every opportunity to have a touch point with one of your staff members. They're going to come to you, you're going to be incredibly busy, and for you to be able to take a moment, a genuine moment, and have that touch point, you can find out a lot about a person. You can find out what motivates them and what drives them. And I think that my success as a leader has been partly because I've taken advantage of those touch point opportunities I've had with individuals. It also helps you, say you're in the elevator with the CEO. You prepare a 30-second elevator speech for those opportunities and capitalize on every touch point. That's really been probably the foundation to my success as a young leader. Well, my first 3 tips for a first-time leader would have to start, obviously, with listening. Listen emphatically. There are individuals that have come before us that have done these jobs and done them better than us probably at a certain point. And these jobs don't come with training manuals. So I highly recommend that in order for you to learn at a rapid pace, that you listen. Sit back, say nothing, be present, and listen emphatically. My second tip would have to be continue to keep asking. And what I mean by that is that you're going to get disappointed in the fact that you're going to want things and budgets are going to constrain you and they're going to keep you from being able to accomplish things that you think are very important to your group. What I'll tell you is that my experience has taught me, continue to ask, continue to want, continue to kind of fight for what you need, and you'll see that you'll get the buy-in of your staff because they'll see you doing those things. The other side of that is keep asking that fundamental question of why. Why are we doing it this way? Question every keystroke that your people have to make. If you do that, you'll find process improvements really a positive consequence of taking that action. Final thing that I'm going to say, the third final tip for you, it's always the leader. If your staff are failing or if they're falling short or they're overexhausted, it's a direct reflection of your leadership and the environment that you're trying to produce. So it's going to be very easy to point the finger at some point. But I'll tell you that if you point the finger back at you, you'll find that you're going to see success very quickly. Accountability is very high in my book. It's always the leader. I kind of thought about this question for a good while. A risk that I think always is worth taking is one on yourself. I express that to my staff on a daily basis. If you don't do that, you don't know who will. And nowadays, it's a lot harder. There's so many different variables to trying to progress in your career. And sometimes it's just worth it to take a risk on yourself. You're going to think sometimes, I'm not going to be able to get this thing accomplished. I might not be able to attain that job. But there's going to come a moment, a paramount or a climax, where you're going to have to take a risk on yourself. And I think I've done that in my career and I've seen some great success from it. And I hope these tips do help.